This trip, I wanted to do one of my favorite SoCal hikes before the snow comes. I go from Wrightwood to Mount Baldy the back way, over Wright Mountain, and then Pine Mountain, and then Dawson Peak, and then Baldy, and then turn around and come back over Dawson Peak and Pine Mountain again, and Wright Mountain back to Wrightwood. It's a great hike. You get the three tallest mountains in the San Gabriels, and it's just a wonderful roller coaster ride. Okay, I'm at Wrightwood. This is as far as you can drive up and park. Acorn Drive, heading to Acorn Trail. Alright, here we go. Damage from the bridge fire. First use of Wright Mountain. I knew it was going to be like this, but I don't think I was prepared for how much. I knew the fire had come over the crest on the Acorn Trail, but it completely destroyed this forest. This was a beautiful forest. This is going to be overrun with poodle dog bush in the spring. Approaching PCT. Holy crap. Completely unrecognizable. Okay. That's the Acorn Trail there and the PCT here. I guess this was remade. I don't see how this would have survived. It looks pretty new. The bench too. I mean, this must have been remade. I'll get up on the trail here. Summit of Wright Mountain there. There's Baden Powell. We'll be seeing that all day. Okay. Pine Mountain looks to be mostly spared from this side. Still, the fire came up here, probably an over. But Pine Mountain, not so much. Some there, brutal. So yeah, so we catch a footpath here and just follow the contour. And when we go over that, there's Dawson Peak behind it and then Mount Baldy behind it. It's a nice roller coaster. It's called the North Backbone Trail, but it's really just a footpath. Pacific Crest Trail continues another 330 miles to Mexico. But I'm ducking down here to Pine Mountain. This is the North Backbone Trail. The trailhead looks like it burned. There used to be a sign here. There's the sign. Poor thing. Yep. Completely gone. Alright, let's go. I have fun. I really enjoy this route. It's really one of my favorite routes in Southern California, particularly in Los Angeles County area. And I wonder if I'll see anyone today. People come hike Pine Mountain, and people do go back and forth to Baldy. I encounter backpackers sometimes. They do an out and back and stay at a bed and breakfast on either side. Do it in 2 days. That would be very civilized. At the base, start to climb up to the fall summit. I hear some voices, so there's some people up trail. There's Mount Gorgonio and San Jacinto Peak over there.
This is the first false summit with a sporadic fire damage. Alright, there's another false summit there. But this is really the real climb. The first half was the warm-up. Alright, there's the real climb. Over the false summit, a second one, the main one. There's a little hump here also, and then that's the end of the ridge, and then it's just hike up through the woods to the summit. It's a very rounded summit. And a beautiful old limber pine right here. All right. There's Mount Baldy. So we go over here next and go up Dawson Peak over here and then down, then up Baldy. There's West Baldy and Harwood. There's Iron Mountain. And there's Baden Powell. We're higher than Baden Powell. Let's go over there. I think that's the actual true summit. Tippy top. Actual summit. Might as well. Right, Pine Mountain, second highest mountain in the San Gabriel Range, 9,600 feet and change. Off to Dawson Peak next, and then Mount Baldy. Now we're in the saddle between Pine and Dawson. So Dawson doesn't look too significant, but it is the third highest peak in the San Gabriel, so it's taller than Baden Powell. Dawson Peak. The register's still here. Beep, beep, beep. We can see this is just under 9,600 feet. We can see Pine Mountain where we came from, which is over 9,600. And then next we're dropping down the saddle and we'll go up to Mount Baldy. That's Mount Baldy. That's West Baldy. That's Harwood. Iron Mountain down there. I wonder if we can see anyone on the summit. There will be people. Yep. It's Sunday. There will be a line to get your picture next to the plaque on the ground that says Mount Baldy. There's a little register here. Might be able to sign it. Pen and a pencil. All right, Dawson Peak, just under 9,600 feet. Mount Baldy next, 10,000 feet. Peak back there. Still ways to go to the saddle. Mount Baldy. Now I'm in the saddle. So fun. This whole route is just a roller coaster. It's awesome. So I came down from Dawson Peak down here to the saddle, which is 8,800 feet. And yeah, like I said, Dawson Peak is like just under 96. Now we gotta go up to 10, so 1,200 foot climb here. It's deceiving, it looks close. It's not close at all. Mount Baden-Powell over here. There's Pine Mountain, the first one we came up, and then down, and then up. There's Dawson Peak, where we came from. 9,200 feet, 800 feet more to go up. Slowly breaking out a tree line. A few hundred feet to go. You can see the junction sign there. Still a long way though. And a lot of climbing. There's the summit. There's Dawson's Peak and Mount Pine Mountain, and then Wright Mountain there, and then there's the burn kind of area that we came over from Wright Mountain. There's Baden-Powell. Woo, sorry. There's Iron Mountain down there. It's West Baldy. It's Mount Harwood down there. There's San Gorgonio, and there's San Jacinto. All right. Except we came from there. Peak Pooch. Alright, here we are. Wrightwood. Is it? I get 733 and not 6.5. I'll get out of the way of these guys.
I guess I'll do that.
Pine and Wright.
Just ran into two guys coming back. I had seen them back at before Pine Mountain. They had come all the way from Mount Baldy up, all the way up Baldy, and then over Dawson Pine, and then they're on their way back. And I saw their buddy waiting for him up top on the mountain, he was a little faster than them. Fun descent, dropping down Baldy, north side to the saddle down there. Oh gee, wow, look at that. Pardon me. Dawson, and then Pine. Down this. There's Baden Powell all day. Alright, approaching the saddle, and we begin to climb up to Dawson Peak. Alright, we're down under 8,800 feet at the saddle. Gotta get back up to 96 or so. There's that bent over tree that we walk by on the crest. Coming this way, I'm skipping Dawson Peak this time on the way back, just taking the Crest Trail across the contour over there and down to the saddle between Pine Mountain and Dawson Peak. I don't need to go up Dawson Peak again. Here's our tree. You can see from way down at the saddle way down there. Yeah, you can see it. Let's hang out for a bit, take a break, have a picnic. Next to this tree and this stump here. Get out of the wind a little. Nice views of Baldy. Nice little picnic there. Views of Baldy. Dawson Peak. Next is back down the saddle and then up to Pine Mountain. Mountain. Fully in the saddle now, beneath Dawson Peak. There's Baldy, down and up and down. It's now up Pine Mountain. Alright, back at the summit of Pine Mountain. Like Dawson Peak, I'll just take the cutoff trail across the contour. Don't need to go back to the summit. Looking back, that's the last views of Dawson Peak. And soon we won't be seeing Mount Baldy anymore either. For Pine Mountain. Enjoy the views a bit. The Mojave Desert out there. Alright, we go down and then we'll go up towards Wright Mountain and take PCT over around to where that burn area was again. And then Acorn Trail down to Wrightwood here. I'll take a break. Oh, there's a hawk right there. Okay, so we'll have a little picnic. It's a nice spot. No wind right now. Alright, goodbye to Pine Mountain. Although I didn't return to the summit on the way back. There's this nice lookout, so that's always nice. It's good to be here. It's been a little while. Over a year. So yeah, second highest peak in the San Gabriels. Okay, head down to the saddle. Nice lookout, and then here's also the route if you're cutting down. Looks fun. I haven't done it. I'd like to, and connect down to Vincent Gulch down there, come down there and all the way up the water shed. Coming over the false summit, dropping down, heading for the saddle. It's a long way down still, but there's this beautiful limber pine on the other false summit. Pardon my nose. Alright. This is way more fun on the way down. And it's fun on the way up, but it's just significantly more fun on the way down. Goes a lot faster also. All right. Woo. So that's Pine Mountain's North Ridge. It's really fun. It's the highlight of this whole route, really. It's pretty fun going up, and it's a load of fun going down. And then really Baldy, I think, going from the saddle after Dawson Peak up to the top of Baldy would be the second kind of highlight. But this is it. I love it. Bing. Still cresting over Pine Mountain's sort of north bump. See a great demonstration here. The main fire was there, but here's wind-blown embers in advance of the firewall. Whoosh, boom. Kind of isolated little patches like this all over. But mostly Pine Mountain was spared, thankfully. Nice bivvy spot right here. Be windy sometimes, but that's awesome. Nice one. All right, this is it on the crest. Whew, Pine Mountain. Still see Mount Baden-Powell though. All day. Okay, drop down to the saddle, and then the last real climb is a little bit up, basically Wright Mountain, to Pacific Crest Trail, and then just take Pacific Crest Trail over to that saddle, and then Acorn Trail down. Now we're completely down off Pine and climbing up basically the south side of Wright Mountain, but we don't go all the way up. Just get to where we hit PCT and then duck out. Yeah, this is awesome. This whole watershed goes all the way down and joins what comes from Vincent Gap and off Mount Baden Powell over there in Vincent Gulch. They all join and then go down. It's cool. It'd be fun, like I said, to connect these either by PCT, I mean that's normal, or come down Vincent Gulch Trail and come up here or go up the ridge line. Lots of possibilities. All right, last big climb. Basically halfway up Wright Mountain. The road by Pine Mountain, go up to PCT because there's no point taking a road where there's a trail. Here's PCT, about a half mile back to Acorn Trail. Back to this devastation and the good old bench. This had to have been remade. I don't know how it could have been saved. Who knows? All right, time to get down. 2.7. Huh. Down into town now. All right, back here, back at the trailhead. Now let's just go down through town to where I parked. Great day though. I love this route. It's great to be back. It's unfortunate to see the fires. Beautiful weather though, and it's the snow is coming in 2 days on Tuesday. So I'm glad I got this because that might be it for the season for this route. .6 miles, 6,800 feet of climbing.